way that I look at it is I look at it as if I am the thought process of the character. So I'm doing this entire the entire playthrough, and I'm sure basically our character's completely insane because not only is there me in the character's mind, there's also Johnny Silverhand and whoever decides to show up during the stream. Right? So we're kind of crazy. So when I play a game, kind of like Freeman's Mind, if you've ever seen or heard about that, that's kind of like how my mindset is about it. That's the basic way I can put it, right?
Nobody's gonna notice you gone back at camp?
Saul has no wish to see us there anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that glitch.
Second impression on the Biotechnica suits.
Your sour face.
She's supposed to be talking like normal,
Indeed, they would not.
but it's acting like we're on the radio right now with her. Also, that was some nice pop out right there with those cars.
Expecting any trouble?
Saul is. He's posted sentries all around the camp.
How's that not right?
He's wrong in continuing to fight the symptoms rather than the disease.
You don't miss life in Night City?
At times, perhaps. I miss the feeling of having a new beginning.
But I kind of get where you're coming from too, because it's one of those things where you feel like you don't have a voice and that you can't do a verbal fight or something like that. I kind of get it because in Grand Theft Auto 3, when I first played through that, it was so weird playing a character that did not speak.
A true friend. Jackie by name.
Especially as somebody who played through Metal Gear Solid.
Remember that.
But the main reason I wanted to ride with Pan Am is because of the fact that we had that whole conversation, right? We miss out on that conversation if we go on our own.
Big bastard.
If you like it so much, maybe we should just hijack the train. Let the basilisk go on its way.
Yeah, then just drive this beast to the 101. There and back.
Saul would be on board with that.
Are we ready? Okay. The Militech convoy will be traveling from Night City to the base where they're due to meet the buyer. We will stop it at the railroad crossing.
All we have to do is shove this beauty in its way.
V, any questions?
Oh, Lord.
Plan to move this thing how exactly?
It's old tech. Carol will have to hack
Yeah,
it.
hopefully it is just the
Somehow have to
recycling
enable
stuff.
authorization from the control tower to move it.
Tower looks inactive to me too.
Yeah, we'll see to that. You and Pan Am just get the authorization code.
Okay, let's get to work.
I need to wait until they're in position. Yeah.
Nice. That was quick.
What are you two doing?
I'm finding my inner peace before the storm.
Exactly, exactly. That's the thing about it. But some people like to use a video game as a way to disassociate, if you will, right? So like they go, hey, I want to play this game. I want to be this character on screen. I don't want to portray myself being this character. And that's understandable, right? Because video games are a great way to, like, I literally played Let It Die January 6th because it was just, I was very stressed out and I was very aggravated. So I was like, fuck it, we're just going to play Let It Die and I'm going to smoke pot and we're going to chill, right? So that's what we did. And every Wednesday, because of that, I'm going to do all day Let It Die streams.
Love to join you.
Respect your efforts. Self-respect breeds self-discipline. Once you have both, you have real power.
A goal, a love, and a dream are what breed a real man.
Truer words, brother.
Have fun, kids.
Alright. Okay, I was like, that's weird.
Well, hello there. Have you come to make yourself useful?
Possibly.
I've never seen old tech like this. You know your way around it. How'd you learn?
From books? Just wait till you see what's inside the signal tower. They use punch cards. Punch cards! Can you believe it?
Oh, we got to.
What cards now?
An old data storage method. When the net collapsed, we were thrown back to the 20th century.
What's it even look like?
They're cardboard cards with holes punched in them, as code in columns. Each hole position, punched or not, represents a unit of data.
Honestly, prefer Pan Am to punch cards as a topic of conversation.
Let me guess. You don't really know why you're here, do you?
Pan Am asked me for help.
Mm-hmm. She came back to the fold, sweet-talked Mitch and the rest over to her side.
But you're not a...
But still, she calls you. Interesting.
You
isn't
jealous? The Kingdom started January 1st of 2019. That is my first day of stream. I first started... Wait, no, January? No, ignore that. July 1st. My bad, not January. July 1st, 2019. My apologies. Let me restart that. My first live stream was on July 1st, 2019. I was literally thinking about January this month, and that's what messed my brain up. So, July 1st, 2019 was my first live stream. That's when it started.
Even if we pull it off.
Before that, June is when I started recording videos for YouTube to get into the habit of talking, right? While I play a video game. Then I started streaming. My first video game I streamed was actually God of War. I'm pretty sure the stream's up on my YouTube at this point. And every July 4th is our anniversary party, right? Because the idea is like, I have ordered these fireworks to be launched every July 4th for celebration of being streaming for a year on Twitch or another year on Twitch.
How's it going over here?
Fantastic. We have everything hooked up. Do you need a light?
Well done. Thanks, boys. Quick feet, come on.
Well, one of the main things about why I can speak like this, is because the way my household is right now is my room, my room is basically also split into an office, right? The house it's got a basement, a ground floor / first floor, and a second floor / attic that has been converted into a living space, and I basically live up in the entirety of the attic area. It's not like a small, it's not a teeny tiny, it's like a complete, basically like an apartment, right? That's why I'm able to actually, I could do a 24-hour stream right now and be fine. Well, my family's downstairs asleep because I have the space to communicate, right? But that sucks that you got a noisy
I've
place
always
like
been
that.
fond of trains. And the stations where so many tracks converge.
Junctions.
Yes, those. When you see them from above, you feel...
My household, we like to have a lot of conversations.
Set off on 1,000 journeys all at once.
So noise is actually something I'm used to, now that I think about it. We've talked... Okay, so talking to the nomads didn't really matter, unfortunately.
Okay, here we are.
At least as far as I can tell, not right now, it didn't.
Carol! What are we looking for? What cards?
Cards punch with a bunch of holes. Let me help look.
Oh my god, that's great. Okay, so it
Okay,
did matter.
thank
It did matter.
Cute.
Nada.
That's great. Okay, I stand corrected. I also don't think I picked up a single one of these things.
Not here.
I did not.
Nada.
Okay, it must be here.
Well, well, well.
That is like no punch card I have ever seen in my entire life. Very late at night. Gotcha, gotcha. Your own thoughts?
Got something.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Good job.
That definitely happens sometimes.
Carol! We have a card! What now? You have to put it in the reader! Well, V, the card. In the reader?
Here goes nothing.
It worked! Come look!
Little engine that could.
I love how he's so...
V, I wanted to speak with you.
What we gotta talk about? Well...
What did you want to talk about?
I know this may sound foolish, because I asked you to help me. But... why are you doing this?
Because it's important to you.
But is that all? Sorry, that sounded worse than I intended. Listen, V, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this. Speaking of my feelings and so forth.
Actions speak louder than words.
And I would not want to cut this up.
Well, that's a start.
The thing is, I usually act before I think.
Uh-huh, noticed.
Come on. Be serious here.
I know. But I also need impulses to act upon. When I do something spontaneously, I feel I'm being honest. Yet with you, I prefer to play it safe.
Why is it any different with me?
Because I truly care this time. Yet I fear I'll do or say something foolish and be left alone in the desert. I would rather keep you close, if only as a friend.
Try following the impulse next time.
Okay. Well, in any case, you've been warned. All right. Let's rejoin the
Oh, shit!
Convoy. Got eyes and ears on it?
Yes.
Do I sense a relationship brewing?
Everything is
Do
proceeding as
I
planned.
do I sense a relationship brewing? Interesting. You know where Pan Am is? What do I say? No idea, or I'm not her babysitter? Nope, no idea. Tell her I'm looking for her. Sure. Hey, Pan Am. Sal's looking for you. You're good, JP. I have a lot of... The fact that, like I said, you are, don't feel like, how do I word this? I'm bad with words too, as you can see. You may have issues with typing, I have issues with speaking. Let's try that again, shall we? Do not feel worried or sorry if you misspell or miswrite words in my chat. I understand completely that English may not be your first language, be it spoken or written. So this is perfectly fine. I understand that you have a bad version of you're welcome, right? Like, I understand that completely. It might be... what you said, like it's a cultural thing, but it's all good.
We could still
Sit your
check.
ass down a minute, honey. Breathe.
Everything's under control.
A powwow.
Convoy is already heading our way.
You know, before I sit down, I'm actually gonna pause it. I'm gonna step away for a few minutes because I have to use the restroom. I will say, when we return, we're gonna finish this mission, and after this mission, we're switching on over to Let It Die. I will be back in like 50 seconds or so. Alright, I have returned. Well, for me as an American, saying you're welcome is like the automatic response to thank you kind of situation. Can we save it right now? Yes, we can. Hurry up and wait is what we're gonna say, I think.
Hurry up and wait then.
You're acting spooked. As if you're the first person ever to stand up to Saul.
Oh, save your breath. I don't need to be consoled. Was it someone I know?
New. Scorpion.
You came home from the war, head full of new ideas, and a host of new contacts.
He tried to get Saul to lead us in joining Snake Nation. It would make us stronger, he said.
I don't think he peeped a word of it to me. What did Saul do?
What's hilarious is, actually, real talk, in America, in high school, I took a personal finance business class. And actually, no, it was actually retract that statement. Not only was it that, it was a personal financing class, and it was also a business class that I took. There we go. That's how you say it. So those two classes that I took taught me, like, the quote-unquote proper way to reply to somebody when they say thank you. Like, if you're a business person, you're not supposed to say you're welcome or it was no problem. What you're supposed to say this is what you're supposed to say in quotation marks. It was my pleasure. Right? I'm United States. Did I say UK? US. I didn't mean to say UK. I'm from the United States. Have been living here my entire life since I was born in 1995. April 13th, 1995. And I've lived here my entire life. No, you're good. You're good. If I accidentally said it in a certain way, but in the United States, in the US, we don't really word our school the same as some places around the world. Like, we have kindergarten, middle school, high school, and high school is where we get like the last 4 years of our mandatory education, and then we could go to higher education stuff, which is like college and stuff like that. I didn't go to college.
Saul dressed the guy down
But
head
yeah.
to toe for messing with the family. Hell, he didn't send him on any jobs for a year.
Gee, really consoling. Thanks.
You said yourself you didn't need any.
You don't talk about the war much.
What's there to say? They just packed you into a Panzer down in Mexico and said full speed ahead, soldier.
And it was weeks talking either to yourself or the onboard AI. Drinking iodine
Yeah.
like water because your Geiger wouldn't shut up.
Mm-hmm. Sprouting a rash on my ass just thinking about sitting in that boiling hot coffin.
Uh-huh. But you all can't wait to pack your asses into the Basilisk, huh?
That's different.
Yeah, it is
Completely
different. They want to do it.
Once you're on board.
They're not forced to.
Ought to raise a glass to Scorpion.
Is it the same? Can we drink again? And is it the same?
And a
The
jacket.
Scorpion.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And to Jackie, she said. No, I understand that. I actually have a little speech impediment myself with R's, right? If I try to say the R word or words that are similar to the R word in quick succession, it, like, my words flub up. So, like, if I tried to say the warm worm waits Wednesday or something like that, it'd be like the warm worm waits at Wednesday. The warm worm waits at Wednesday. Like, that's the best I've ever done that fast. But like, the warm worm works or something like that. I have to try and say it slowly because if I try and say certain things fast, it'll be like. That's the best way I can explain it. So you're good. My whole thing is, if people try and, like I said, try and make fun of you or dog on you for your speech impediment, it's because they don't understand what you're going through. And they think that the unknown has this thing about scaring people, right? And to make themselves feel better, they'll put others down, unfortunately, right? So that unfortunately happens. But yeah, it's all good. You're good. And the problem, yeah, let's take another drink. Let's see what the animation is. It's the same animation, isn't it? For the most part. It's a little different, but whatever. No, that is perfectly fine. I love talking about stuff like this.
Fine. Get some sleep.
Okay, it'll be quite some time before the convoy comes through.
I love talking about conversations like this. Do we do it? Do we scooch closer? We scooch closer, I think. Maybe.
Growing kind of cold out here.
Did you just doze off?
Yes.
Not true. But this is nice.
Yes.
Catch some shut-eye with me.
I'll just lie here a while, by your side, gazing at the stars.
Her eyes wigging out a little bit.
Is that another area of your expertise? Got maps of the heavens in your library, too?
Of course. That's the Big Dipper. And do you see the small flickering star to the right?
Yeah.
You do? Oh dear. That means there's a major leak.
Oh, God.
Good night, V.
That's great. That's great. But yeah. That's the other thing too. People's experiences, people's thoughts, how what they've experienced and what they've been taught really affects how they look at anything. Right?
Is everyone ready? Let's ride, V.
I get into games like this. Like I can sit down and play Let It Die all day, and I can sit down and play a game like this all day. I just get into this kind of stuff. Man, the screen stuff is kind of annoying. But I understand why it's happening, because it's fucking with our cybernetics, and our eyes are literally not our own eyes. They're robot eyes. Go for the eyes, boo! Oh shit, we might be shooting. We might be shooting.
She's moving.
Get her up to speed.
This is gonna be intense, I think. I'm not focused on the chat, I'll get to it when this scene's over, but if I get into it and I get quiet, it's because I'm immersed into the game.
I don't know if we can catch them.
Uncouple one of the cars. It'll speed you up. V, no hemming and hawing. Take out that couple.
Hey, what are we doing?